So this is part 2 of how I survived going to a predominantly white institution in a major that was like 96% white female. Now, in the last video, I did say that I joined a lot of different organizations. I never did pledge. I didn't pledge, but I became cool with a lot of people in the D9 community and, went to all of their functions, supported them in any way that I could. I was even a part of the Miss Eboness, or some places call it Miss Black and Gold pageant at my school. And in doing that, it was detrimental to preserving my mental health as a Black student in a program that was 96% white female. Like, I felt like I was being gaslit all day, every day, whenever I was going into class. I even had a teacher who, oh my goodness, knew that I had special accommodations through the school because at this time I was still battling debilitating migraines. I've had migraines from the time I was 5 years old, and they were like chronic debilitating migraines until I turned about 23 years old. I had run this by the school. I had gotten proper accommodations where they basically said, as long as I complete all of my assignments and take all of my exams within 72 hours of the initial grading period, that I was going to be fine and that I couldn't be penalized for not necessarily being in class. And I wasn't one of the type of person that was abusing that. So 9 times out of 10, I was still handing in my assignments on time. And there was just the occasion when I wasn't, when I would have to take something in the testing exam. Lord, I'm at testing center. But anyway, this teacher tried to give me a 70% after I'd earned a 90 in their class, and their excuse was based on attendance. I had earned a 90. I don't think that I'd gotten less than like an 88% in their class. And when I went to go talk to this person about it, they wanted to say, oh, well, I noticed that you're never here. And this frustrated me so much because there were so many other students that I knew who were also taking substantial time outside of class with no reason, whose grades were unaffected. I wonder why that was. We don't actually wonder, we know it's because I was the most visible person there. So I say all that to say this: your experience, what you're feeling, what you're going through is 100% valid. Most of us have been through it and it fucking sucks. My number one suggestion to you is what I did. Get heavily involved in Black registered student organizations, RSOs on your campus. I'm not sure if you're super religious, but even just going to church, Black church functions, and meeting other Black people who would be willing to love on you, support you, mentor you in that way. I leaned very heavily on some of the Black advisors that were on campus, whether it was academic advisors or student-run organization advisors. Those are the people that I would go to and I would talk to and I would cry to. And honestly, the friends that I made in those organizations are the people that I'm celebrating my successes with now anyway. So yeah, go find your people.